Consumer Mathematics, we're starting chapter 15. 15 overall is talking about sales within your business. So remember, when you have your business, you're going to have to sell your items for a profit. So that's why we're going to start by taking a look at markup. So the first section here takes a look at markup, basically, which is your not overall profit, it's basically your gross profit that we start talking about. So it's common business practices to sell a product at higher price than the cost. So you never want to just make something and sell it for what you made it for. You want to sell it for above that. That way your selling price is going to be higher, also known as a retail price. The product actually sells for in the store, so it's usually higher than the cost. And then the difference in between the cost and the selling price is markup. So when we take a look at markup, we're going to take a look at the selling price minus the cost. So looking at question number one. Question number one talks about t-shirt sales. So if a t-shirt sells for $19.49 and it costs $12.63, we want to figure out what the markup is in this. So to find that markup, we're going to take the selling price, that $19.49, and then we're going to subtract off the $12.63 that it costs, and we see that we have $6.86 for markup. Question number two, printer cartridges. So this printer cartridge sells for $29.95, and a case of 3 costs $47.85. So what happens here is this company either brought in from a big-time distributor or they produced, but they have a 3 cost. So they got a case of 3 printer cartridges, which then people will break down and sell individually. So the first thing we have to do is we got to figure out what is the cost of one printer cartridge, because we're only selling printer cartridge, so we're selling 1 cartridge. So we have 1 cartridge that we're selling, and here we have 3 that we buy. So if we look at here, we got to first take that $47.85, we divide by 3, and we get $15.95. So once again, this is the cost of 1. Okay. So now our markup, we're going to take that $29.95, we're going to subtract off the $15.95, and we see that we have a $14 markup on here. So this is one way that people buy. Now once again, when you buy in and you bring stuff into your store, you generally don't just buy an individual item to sell. You're going to buy cases of things. So let's look at number 16. Okay, so 16 would be on page 560 in our textbook. So it reads that Mostly Kitchens pays $235.80 for a pallet load of paper towels. The pallet holds 36 cases with 12 rolls per case. Mostly Kitchens sells the paper towels for $10.99 a case. What is the markup per case? What is the markup per roll? Okay, so we see that they're buying in a pallet. So they're getting this big quantity of paper towels, and then they're selling them per case. So we see that there's 36 cases on this pallet. Okay. So the first thing we have to do is, what is the cost of 1 case? So we're going to take that $235.80, we're going to divide by 36 to see that 1 case costs $6.55. Then we're going to take what we're going to sell a case at, so that $10.99 minus 6.55 for $4.44. Now, granted, once again, this is the markup per case. So this is per case what their markup is. They also asked us in this problem, what is it per paper towel? Okay, so if we go per a roll of paper towel, we need to know how many rolls are on this pallet. So if we take these number of rolls 36 cases times 12 rolls per case. We have 432 rolls. We then take that and divide it by the cost of that pallet. It means that each roll would cost them 55 cents. Now we take that case that they're selling, so they sell one case at $10.99, so we divide by 12 because there's 12 rolls per case, and we see that it's 92 cents. So the markup would be 92 cents minus 55. Now, there's another way to look at this. We had the case markup. So let's go like this right here. So that markup per case was $4.44. We could just take this case right here and divide it by 12. And we see that we get 37 cents markup. In both cases here, 37 cents. Boy, once we have one, we can go to another one very easily. So sometimes not going back to the beginning and continuing on where we leave off is a better way to go about the problem, do less work. Other times when we're just starting some problems, we have to consider what's fully happening, so we would have to go through all the rolls and figure out how much each roll costs. And as a business owner, it's always nice to know what a case costs you, what you're selling out there, and then also what a roll costs you, because sometimes a customer might come in and they might want to break down a smaller unit because they don't need such a large unit. That way you can easily try to trigger out what your costs would be and what your savings would be towards things for your profit.